All right, we're not joking. The Baseball Coach, really fun book. Unwritten Rules of America's Pastime. Jason Turbow, a personal friend of Vern Glenn's, is here. How far back do you go with Vern?
I go back a few years. He's related to a good friend of mine.
Has Vern ever broken the baseball code?
I've seen Vern at ballparks wearing various uniforms of various ball clubs, running around in his segments. So I don't know if he's broken them or not, but he might have tried.
All right, I'm going to throw some out at you. You comment quickly. The one that always jumps out at me is when a pitcher has to throw at a hitter because he, in a sense, showed up his team. One day a guy's going to get hit in the head and not get up. You know what I mean?
It's true.
Yeah.
Well, just as there's a code that says a pitcher has to throw at a hitter, there's also a code that says he doesn't aim above the neck.
And here's the one that is timely. Fielder hit a home run last year, and then here we go, spring training, his first at bat. Unfortunately for Fielder was Barry Zito throwing. So, but you have to do that then to earn respect.
Yeah, I mean, have to is strong terms, but there's guys in the clubhouse that Zito has to answer to, and they want to send the message. I mean, essentially, they're taking the fact that Fielder did that as showing them up.
You never steal with a big lead. How big does a lead have to be for you just to stay on a base?
Big lead today is very different than a big lead 40 years ago.
Yeah.
But essentially, 7 or 8 runs in the 6th or 7th inning, depending on who you're playing and where you're playing and how their bullpen is. A lot of gray area, which is where the disagreements come in.
You know what the comeback is always? If you don't want somebody to, quote, show you up, then just play better and stop them.
Absolutely, and that's, some people have that angle on the codes, which is really where disagreements arise, which is where we get back to pitchers drilling batters.
And there's another one. Say you're in the batter's box, it's a 3-0 count. You're not to swing if you have a big lead, even if it's right down the middle.
Well, that's the point. When you have a big lead, it's going to be right down the middle because the code says pitchers don't nibble in that situation. So you lay off. It's all part of not being aggressive with a big lead late.
Excuse me for saying this, guy, but I can't think of a better term. You find a lot of baseball players are just flat out rednecks, and that a regular guy would say, let it. Where a baseball player, I got to get even. Huh?
Well, yeah, and tradition is passed down pretty staunchly in baseball, and if guys don't know the code when they get there, and a surprising number don't, they're taught either easily by their teammates with a little verbal lesson on the bench, or they're taught via a fastball near them or at them.
Excuse me for laughs. It's the first time you've been here, right? So what we do is I want to see your powers of concentration. So we have a fly come around. Have you
been pulling this off, haven't I?
Yeah, no, you've been terrific. And again, any friend of Vern's is a friend of mine. Give me one more quick, Jace. If I buy the Unwritten Rules of Baseball, I want to read about.
You don't bunt to break up a no-hitter.
Yeah, that's right.
Remember Kurt Schilling a few years ago?
In San Diego.
In San Diego. Ben Davis did it. He took a lot of grief for it.
Bob Brenly went crazy.
He did.
Yeah.
He did. And in retrospect, he admits maybe he went a little too crazy. He's protecting his pitcher.
Show the book again. Jason Turbow, a good man.